So we have just arrived at the Black Forest National Park. We decided that for this first day, because we're going to do this over 2 days, that we'd start in the north, where there are a couple of waterfalls and some country trails. There's also a really good place to finish the journey and have some lunch, have some schnitzel, and maybe a beer or two. So we've just arrived in now. This is the national park. We're just finding somewhere to park.
So the area we're going to is called, the town is called like Geraldsaw or something. So it's the north end. I'm sure it's not pronounced like that. I need to stop trying to pronounce it. Geraldsaw. And then, like Luke said, it's a huge forest full of it. So we're only going to be covering a small area of it today to try and hunt down some waterfalls, which there are so many. And tomorrow we're going to try and do more swim and
yeah, because we've got to go south towards Zurich the next week. Tomorrow's trip's going to be the southern part of the Black Forest, and we're going to head for the lakes.
But there's so many different areas of it. So sorry, nearly had a head-on collision with a lorry then.
Laura almost drove on the left because we are British.
I always have to remember that when another vehicle comes to us. Yeah, there's so much of it to cover, so it really depends what you're after, whether it's water, whether it's woodlands, or just endless walking trails. But there's so many, but we'll give you a little snippet of what we see today.
Luna's found herself a lovely big stick. And the sun is coming out for us. Luna having a lovely fresh drink.
So Luke's in search of a lunch spot. We have a packed lunch with us today. What is it, Luke?
We've got cheese pretzels.
Cheese covered pretzels. They look unbelievable. But we realised we've been in Germany and we haven't actually been eating any pretzels yet.
We've had breakfast.
We have had breakfast last night and we realised that neither of us actually like pretzels.
No.
But as we're here, we're going to give them another try, and we got the cheese covered ones, so it makes it a little bit easier.
And it's probably because we have really non-authentic British style, or even those little mini crunchy ones which are rubbish.
So these might change our world, who knows? But we've got to find the lunch spot first. We're looking for great views, sunshine and waterfalls, so it's a lot to ask for.
And then at the end of the trail we might be having some schnitzel. So
we've found, I'm going to call it a pub, but I'm sure the Germans don't call it a
tavern,
pub.
maybe.
A tavern that's at the end of the trail. So we're hoping for good food and good beer.
It's worth it.
It will be worth it. If any of you are into horticulture, May and June are definitely the time to visit the forests in Germany because they are absolutely covered in foxgloves. It's just so beautiful.
Okay, I think we found our lunch spot on this bench. It's a very dense forest, so it's been hard to find somewhere open with a nice view.
Inspiration though, we can't wait a second longer. So we're thinking, right here, this is the moment.
Time for the pretzels, yeah.
So we picked these up from a bakery this morning. Look at that cheese. Crazy. Now we'll give them a go and see if they're any better than the pretzels we've tried before.
What do you think, Luna?
Just couldn't get over it. They look so cool. If the sun was shining, I'd be in there for a swim. But the clouds have come over and it's very chilly, so I think I'll just enjoy it from here for now.
We now are crossing over the top of the waterfall on a rickety old bridge. Luna seems to be leading the way. Little turbo snack. Berries and nuts. Oh. Schnitzel is in sight and a beer. Cheers to a good hike.
We made it. Now let's
So-
find some schnitzel.
No, there's no schnitzel on the menu. However,
What
there
we've
are
got is
currywurst, which I think I'm going to have, and some other nice stuff, some steaks, wedges. There is also, what was the grill on this side? Can't remember. More bratwursts, grilled sausage. So I'm going to have a currywurst, and Laura's going to have.
I think I'm having currywurst, but maybe we'll get something different so we can mix
spoiled.
it up. So the lunch has arrived, and I'm not sure it's what we were quite expecting. Lukey's curried sausage. I'll let you know what it's like. A super long day hiking and travelling into southern Germany. We are now just having a bit of a replenish on food and more importantly drink. So we covered the north end of, covered some ground of the northern end of the Black Forest today. So just south of Baden-Baden, and we've driven now towards the southern part of the forest. So tomorrow morning we're going to start early and hopefully find some lakes, more mountains, and have a bit more of an
adventure.
a bit more of
Although
a
right now
hike.
we're getting rained on, and rain is coming in
It's
the van.
raining, so it's very much UK weather here in Germany. Let's close this in. But we have had blissful sunshine today, and the daytimes has been like 21, full sun.
Luna's
That's
getting upset
Luna.
'cause
She
she's
wants
not
her
had
dinner. She's very impatient.
She wants some hummus
But it has been a long day. It's 8 o'clock and we've parked up. We've done our workout, showers, and now we're only just doing food. So we understand it's been long, hasn't it, Luna? She's been patient with us. But yeah, we're gonna
Put
switch
Game of Thrones on.
switch off for tonight, Game of Thrones on, and we'll catch you in the morning once we're all a bit more livelier and feeling fresh again. Good night!
Good morning. It is bright and early. We've left Luke in bed, and Luna and I are escaping to the town in the little village that we're in, and we are looking for pretzels. So you know we started with the cheese pretzel yesterday, which neither of us really liked, I must admit. It was dry and crispy. But I'm going for a fresh bakery again today, see what we find. But look how stunning this. We've stayed in a monastery's grounds. They allow campers and they've got all facilities for us. But look at this, it's beautiful. But we're just off into the village to see what sort of bakery we find. And this time in the morning, I'm hoping something's open. But we'll see. But we definitely need some fuel for our hike again today. The sun's shining, we're looking at about 20 degrees, so it's all very exciting. But we just need pretzel power. We'll just take a minute for this beautiful town. The mountains in the background, it's full of churches. They've got flags all over. Absolutely stunning. But is there a bakery? That's the real question. Oh my goodness, we have found what we're looking for. Look at this selection, it's unbelievable. Alright, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit. Good girl. So I'm laden with goodies. I bought so much because it all looks so delicious. We've got a coffee. Let's get Looney back to Luke. I'll get some breakfast in and then we'll head to the mountains, yeah? So this is part of the morning that takes so long. So before we need to leave, we can't just close the doors and go. We need to make sure everything is in its place and everything is put away, because as soon as we start driving, all of this that you see out just ends up flying around in the back of the van,
If you're driving, yeah.
If I'm driving, that's a definite. And there will be casualties, so everything has to go back to its rightful place, especially the kitchen area. So toothbrushing and all of that sort of stuff has to go away. So this mess that you see right now will hopefully be looking clean in about 2 minutes? 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes and we'll be ready to hit the road. Okay, so things are a little more organised and we're ready to hit the road. The cabinets are locked, which means nothing's going to be flying out when we're driving. Most importantly, the vents are closed, which is something we may have forgotten on our first trip, to close the vent. But that's a secret we'll share for another day. But yeah, we are ready to hit the road, so let's get driving. We're heading to Titisee, where there are lakes, and we'll see how we go. Let's see if little Looney's ready. Are you ready for action? Yeah.
So the start of day 2's hiking adventure. We're just making our way to a trail along the river that then takes us to the lake. Weather it's mixed.
Questionable.
Yeah, there's some big clouds up there, some very clear blue skies, so hopefully by the time we get to the lake it'll be nice and sunny for us. We can get the drone up and maybe Luna can have a swim. Yeah, it's looking grey that way. Maybe we go the other way. Awesome woodlands. Luna's desperate to sprint off in there. She goes. The landscape here is phenomenal. This is what most of the Black Forest looks like. These trees just so green and they're absolutely everywhere. It's exactly what we needed. There's our little reindeer through the grass. She absolutely loves long grass.
That is looking like an electric fence.
Oh, maybe.
Potentially. Right, she's found another mouse to distract her.
Lake is in sight.
Getting close.
Hopefully we get more of this weather, less of this weather. But it does look absolutely stunning already. And here is the beautiful town. There's the lake. Luna's puffed. We made it to the lake. There it is. A lovely town.
It's time.
Time for some sweet
Excuse
treats
me?
on the lake. Oh, Mr. Ducky wants something. Luna, leave. See, Luna still wants to try and catch a duck, which is in her instinct, but you know. Luna, lay down.